Routine learns new gestures, turning the radio dial, counting cans, checking flashlights. Between familiar walls, the basement becomes a map of survival. Posters promise method for the unthinkable, and clocks mark reflections. The neighborhood stays alive, but now measures distance to the nearest siren. Every object stored is a minute purchased from the unknown. Fear, domesticated, sits neatly beside sugar and salt. Cold lights illuminate answers that are still questions. The blue glow reminds them that energy has two faces. Locked drawers guard formulas that can move worlds. Plain uniforms and badges become rites of passage. Precision is an ethic, each decimal a border. If secrecy is heavy, it's because it carries an entire future. The desert learns the language of man-made thunder. Countdowns fall like measured tides, and silence leans in to listen. When the light is born, time hesitates. 1 second holds centuries. Sand, metal, and skin receive the same invisible wave. The test becomes an image, the image a memory of what could end all things. Every measurement is also a mirror of our own audacity. Safety takes the shape of signs, catalogs, numbered kits. Cities hang symbols on their own concrete bones. In basements, improvisation yields to lists and manuals. Prevention becomes consumption, buying time, stocking air. Technicians bolt routine atop rooftops. The promise is simple: be ready when rehearsal ends. Borders have eyes. Cities, invisible corridors. Information changes hands without touching skin. Maps with pins replace trenches of wire. The steel of checkpoints gleams like a silent warning. In closed rooms, photographs tell stories no one confesses. War learns to walk quietly through ordinary footsteps. From above, the world reveals secrets of geometric simplicity. A narrow wing carries questions heavy as ships. Frost sketches altitude on the visor's edge. Film reels capture lines and shadows with surgical precision. On the ground, lights over tables turn dots into decisions. To see, hear, is a verb that changes the distance between nations. From above, the world reveals secrets of geometric simplicity. A narrow wing carries questions heavy as ships. Frost sketches altitude on the visor's edge. Film reels capture lines and shadows with surgical precision. On the ground, lights over tables turn dots into decisions. To see, hear, is a verb that changes the distance between nations.
In the east, the engines of the future awaken beneath layers of ice and secrecy.
Steel learns to endure liquid fire and freezing cold. Gloved hands tune pressures as if tuning fate. Blueprints trace trajectories that cross oceans and hours. Cranes and girders dance a ballet of tons. White vapor announces that the path is nearly ready. At dusk, the structure seems to breathe on its own. In the east, the engines of the future awaken under layers of ice and secrecy. Engineering replaces faith. Every bolt a promise of power. Behind closed gates, rockets sleep in green-painted silos. Discipline is the language of progress. Haste, its enemy. While the world watches parades, the earth below traces orbits of destruction. The silence of hangars resounds louder than any speech. While some march beneath anthems, others sweep snow from their streets. In the west, shop windows display comfort. In the east, order. Two parallel worlds breathe the same anxious air. Censored letters cross oceans. Radio voices repeat identical promises. The difference is language. The fear, universal. Routine continues, but every routine is now surveillance. Engines warm even without a destination. Each aircraft on standby is a held breath. Steel flies before dawn. guided by sleepless radar. Runways shine as promises of rescue and threat. Inside hangars, men wait for orders they pray never come. The silence before takeoff weighs more than the roar of the jet. On the other side of the map, engines answer the same unseen command. Different uniforms, same eyes fixed on the sky. Cold freezes fingers and antennas, not discipline. Each hangar is a prayer of steel and kerosene. The sound of turbines replaces the hymn. The mission is to wait. The world spins, and the radars keep watching. On the Atlantic, the horizon is a line of waiting. Ships advance slowly, carrying orders heavier than steel. Men read radar screens like omens. Each green pulse could be catastrophe. Waves strike hulls. The wind smells of oil and tension. The sea's surface mirrors a world on the brink of error. Beneath those same waves, another vessel follows the same route in reverse. The sea knows no flags, but machines know their enemies. The cold is the same, so is the tension. Radios trade coded breaths across static. In the dark compartments, war becomes endless waiting. The most feared sound is the silence between two sonar pings. Keys turn, yet no one dares to press first. On the surface, radars blink like dangerous constellations. Each second is a thread that could tear the planet apart. Generals wait for orders they hope never come. In shelters, men hear only their own hearts. The fate of an era rests on trembling hands. The line was never crossed. Ships retreat slowly, fearing to wake the sleeping tragedy. Letters travel across continents, and reason prevails by a thread. Men descend silo stairs with hearts still racing. The world breathes for the first time in 13 days. Silence returns, heavy but alive.